gonna cherish the moments that we share, girl. I'm gonna cherish the moments that we share.
Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about how I lost my father in gun violence. So I know a lot of us, a lot of people can relate to this, like having violence in their communities and stuff like that. So today I just want to talk about that and the relationship I had with my father. So to make a long story short, me and my dad, our relationship was very complicated. Excuse me if you hear sounds in the back, like this was the best time I could make the video. My son is asleep, so please bear with me. Well, this is my baby Israel. Yes, my dad's name for his second name, so his name is Israel with the Y. His name is Israel L. Franco KLEIN. So, okay baby, can I help mommy talk today? So, me and my dad, we were close, but also not that close. So like I had the best relationship with my dad is what I had with my mother. So when I was younger, around 5, 6, 7ish, my mom and my dad, they split up because my dad was cheating and stuff like that, you know, some men. Anyway, so he would come and get me every month in or every Friday. So then he would take me out, or sometimes my mother would go with, and he would take me out to Wonderland and we would play games and have a very nice time. And I really appreciated that because I could see that he really cared about me, because like I was his firstborn, I'm a girl, so you know how daddy's about the girls, it's daddy's girl, and it's a boy, it's a mama's boy, so this will be my mama's boy. He will be his mama's boy. So yeah, let me get to the point. So whenever my dad lost his job, and my mom was also working, so she provided for me, and my dad just went like from something amazing to I don't know what, like that quick. And they did their best to hide it from me, to keep it from me, but to me I just felt like I had to grow up very fast. He was in and out of jail, not for hurting people, whatever. Like he used to get a lot of car fines, like he would never pay the fines. He was also a taxi driver, so he would drive like a madman, and he got fines and he never paid it. So my mom and dad, like their relationship was never the same. They would always argue in front of me, like, and to me, of the time I got used to it. And my other family members used to say that, no, your dad, he's not a good man, he's a bad man, and like almost they would want me to turn against him. But that never made me love him less or love them less, because they just did that to protect me. But it also kept me away from him, because to me it was like, no, maybe they're right. I'm just a child, I would never understand, and so I would like be rude to my dad, which I never used to do. I would like say, no, what are you doing here, and all that stuff. So I have a brother, his name is Jade. Oh my god, you guys, you have to see him. if you guys see him, you will see my dad. I have some pictures of my father, so if you guys maybe want me to do a video with him, I will do one. I will ask him if he's game. So when I was 7, yes, he was born. So now he's all grown up. He looks just like my dad. And my mother was upset and everything, and then we found out I had another brother, and it was all mixed up and things just went downhill from there. So we tried our best like to get along, but it never really happened, man. Like me and my dad, and then afterwards things just changed. Like we were close. Like as I got older, we started getting closer, talk. He would always encourage me to do things, and like he never got to the level where he was. So I have this toddler picture of my dad, and then I have this one of his triple dance. So I have a few pictures of him, but that's all I have. So it's very close to my heart, because that's like the only memories I have of my dad, and like here, up here, and my brother. So yes, our relationship got all good again. I could talk to him about anything. He would always encourage me, and he always told me, Shannon, you should never think I don't care about you. I do, but I have so much trust in you, my daughter, that I don't have to lecture you about these things, because I know you know better. And that really stuck to me. Like it hit me very hard, and I was like, is this a good thing or a bad thing? So my husband was my boyfriend at that time. We went out on a date, so I was talking to him, and I told him, you know what, my dad said that, and he was like, no. So I asked him, what do you think is the good thing or bad thing that your dad says he's not worried, he doesn't have to worry? He was like, babe, no, it's a good thing, because that means he knows, like, you have a head on your shoulders, like you can think for yourself, you know what's right from wrong and all those things. And I felt better about it. And then after some time, him and my mom actually made up again, and they teamed up on me, guys. I just started dating my boyfriend, that's my husband now, and my dad was against it, because to him it was like, I'm gonna be the only man in your life. He didn't want me to date anyone, because he was so overprotective. Even though we didn't see each other every day, I didn't live with him, and he always said, when you're 18, you can decide who you want to stay with, your mother or with me. And I was like, oh my word, I don't ever want to be middleman where I have to decide, because I love them both, and I don't want to hurt my mother, because she raised me like on her own after some time, you see. So me and my boyfriend were dating, and my dad came to my boyfriend's house, my mom and my dad, and they were like talking to my boyfriend's parents, and like, no, they can't date, and they're too young, and she has to focus on her schoolwork. And it was his last year of school and my second last year of high school. So I was crying, I was like so upset, I was like mad at him. I was like, how could you turn your back on me like that? And because we had like we started having a bond again after a long time, and my mother was also just acting different, and after some time she accepted him. but it was still hard for my dad. Like, it was hard. I could see, like, when Dad, they first encountered my dad, was like, yeah, no sex before marriage, blah, 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 blah. I was like, Dad, please just don't be rude. He was like, no, I'm not gonna be rude. It's like, yeah, no sex before marriage, and the Bible says this, and the Bible says that. I was like, oh, God. But it wasn't rude or anything. I was just being a father and very overprotective of his eldest daughter. And so as time went on, my boyfriend was dating and my dad. We would see each other every now and then, ran into each other, get each other along the way. Maybe if I'm on my way to the mall, or he's driving taxi and I would get into his taxi and whatnot. And then after high school, I know triple dance and everything. And after high school, I did a nail course. And after that, I started working at yoga slash hairdressing. It was like a 5-star thing. Like, you get everything there. Everything's on the go. For mostly for business people that like has to do everything quick. And I worked there for 3 years. So I was working there, and my dad never saw me go to work. Like, would ran into each other when I may be off or something like that. So this one morning, that was the year he died. This one morning I was working the late shift. So me and my aunt was working at this place, at this place in Waterfront. So she was working the early shift and I was working the late shift. So we both worked in the hairdressing section, where the people, when they come out of the showers, I blow dry their hair or make curls, JHD, whatever. It was very fun to work there. So this one morning I was dressed on my way to the train station, and it's like a nice walk. Like, when you get to the station, you're sweating and stuff like that. So he was with his friends, and like the friends he was with, like, it wasn't friends for him, because how he was, like, before he got into the wrong circle of friends. Okay, let me just explain that to you. My dad had this type of lifestyle. Who went to church. Okay, he went to church. Him and my mom, they would go on vacations when he was working. And my dad's friend's house, we had a party, like the friend's son, it was his birthday party, and we were all gathering, and it was a nice time. I was still young, so as you can see, my mom's hair still, you know, that bob. So it was in the early 2000s. Yeah. So then my dad got involved with the wrong people, and they never tend to show him the right way again by okay helping him get the job, or just put him on the right track again. I mean, friends should do things like that for each other. So he started using drugs, just doing all sorts of things, gang violence and stuff like that. And I was so upset with him. Like, every time I see him, I was like, Dad, you have to stop, you have to stop with this. He was like, no, don't worry, I know what I'm doing. You don't have to worry about me, I'm all good. And I was like, it doesn't matter, I can help you, let me help you. And it was the year 2017, at the beginning of the year. So set my goals, made my resolutions, and I was like, this is the year I'm gonna help my dad get out of this messed up lifestyle that he's in. And he lost all these people, this decent woman that he had in his life, and they would always tell him like, family first. They would put him on his place. And ever since he started losing those people in his life, things just went downhill, I guess. Or that's like how I saw it. Like, so then year 2017, I don't wanna go from the topic. I was like, okay, this is the year I'm gonna help my dad, whatnot. This one morning, as I said, I was on my way to work, working the late shift, started at 10, so I had to leave house around 7 because it took me at least an hour to get to town, and from town I still had to take a taxi to Waterfront. So, and sometimes the trains would stuck and all those type of things. So he was driving with his friend's bakkie, his boss bakkie, and I saw him in our street, and I was like yelling, "Dad, Dad!" And he didn't look around, and I was like, "Dad!" And he didn't look around. I was like, okay, so I was like yelling, "Ah, Franco!" And he looked around. And I was like, "Hi." And normally he would never greet me like that, guys. Like, he was always excited when he saw me. He would kiss me, he would hug me. Sometimes he would even come to our house just to come and get me and walk around and take me to his friends and say, "This is my daughter." And like, he would boast about me, and I was like, "No, Dad." I never liked it. I was like, "No, oh my god, I don't even know these people." Not that I like want to keep myself there. I was just like, I never met these people. I don't know these people, so I know I'm never gonna see them again. But that's just how he felt about me. Like, he felt good. That was a week before my 21st birthday, guys. So my birthday is on the 11th of July. So he was like just different. And he was like, "Are you on your way to work?" I was like, "Yes." He was like, "Yeah, this is my first time seeing my daughter going to work. I'm so excited. I'm so happy." And I could see there was something different. But I only realized that the day he died. That's the only time I realized it. So I think a few days after that, I had a dream. I dreamed that they shot my cousin. I know my cousin is a very quiet person. It's like, okay, he's outspoken, but him and my dad, they were like almost like the same. Their personalities were the same. So I didn't shot my cousin, and I was crying, guys. I was crying in my dream. I was hurt deep down. I was like, no, this can't be. He would never hurt anyone in that house. That's how my dad was. My dad was a loving person. Children loved him. People loved him. Like, oh, especially the older ladies, they loved him a lot. And the kids, they were like, now they used to call my dad Uncle Obas, and they were like, "Uncle Obas, Uncle Obas." And some of the kids, like, when they did naughty things, they would say, "I'm gonna go Uncle Obas," and stuff like that. So, like, that was a good memory. And my dad never laid his hands on me. Like, just his talk alone. I would be like, okay, stay in your lane, girl, stay in your lane. So, guys, I was not expecting this at all. We never expect death. Like, it's always like, especially in gun violence, like, you would know that person will get hurt someday or one day, but you never know when. And I always thought to myself, my mom and dad, they're gonna live like for a long time, and it was my goal to help my dad that year come out of this cycle that he's in. And I felt like I failed him, man. Like I really failed him. And that was a Friday on the 21st. I didn't see him the 11th. I didn't see him on my birthday. So I saw him a week before my birthday. That was like more than enough for me because I got to see him. Whenever I got to see him, I would appreciate that time we had together, because to me it was very precious. And on the 21st, my aunt texted me. I was on my way home, and she was like, Shannon, where you now? I was like, I'm on my way home. Why? She was like, no, I have a lift for you. So she met this guy at work. I was like, is your boyfriend going to give me a lift home? You guys come to get me at the station. And she was like, stop playing. And I was like, yo, get me something to eat, man. I'm hungry. She was like, just tell me how far you are. I was like, I'm close. Don't worry, I'm almost there. So as I got out of the train, they got me at the station, at the train station. My mom's friend, her husband actually got me there, and my two aunts. My mom's eldest sister, and the one before the baby sister. So there's six sisters, and two brothers, but one of the brothers passed away. So as I got into the car, they all were like blank, their faces were blank, and I was like, what's up? And my aunt was like the one that worked with me. She was like, they shot your dad. I was like, okay, they shot him, is he okay? She was like, she started it, she was like, he didn't make it. And I instantly started to cry, and that dream came to me again. And to me, that moment, I felt like I never want to dream again, because now I'm at the point where I can't control it. I don't know who I'm going to lose next. Like, I felt like deep down in my soul, I was broken, guys. I was broken into pieces. There come sometimes when you feel like you hate your parents, like maybe if your mom raised you alone as a single parent, you feel like you don't like your dad or you don't like your mother for certain things. I also felt like that, guys. But before I even lost my dad, like, I came to see that shit happens, things happen, and as children we don't know, but as we grow up we will understand, and we have to make peace with it, because everything happens for a reason. And I was like crying hysterical, and I was like, please just take me to him, because to me it felt so unreal. It was still in my mind, no, this can't be real. As we got to the crime scene, he was still sitting in the car. Now guys, this is what the people said happened. They said, now my dad was a very generous person. He was supposed to go to the shop for his friend's mother to go buy stuff, because every Friday they sell hot dogs and stuff like takeaways to eat and all that. So she asked him to go to the shop. Then her son came and he said, no man, come with us. This is what one of my friends told me. He was my friend. He's not my friend anymore, because he was with my dad that day. So he said, he came to tell me. I didn't ask him anything, because my boyfriend and them were chilling. Like a week after that, they were chilling, and he was getting drunk, and he called me one side and told me the story. So I was like just listening. So I don't know if it's true or what happened, but I'm just gonna share it with you guys. So, and he said, no, they all went together. My dad was the driver, so my dad was like the Jason Statham kind of transporter driver. That's how he was. So he was like the getaway driver and took them there. But they also went with a bakkie, 4x4. So they all went as a squad. Few in the car with him and few 4x4. So the canopy was off. They're all on the back, I think, with their guns and whatnot. So my dad was waiting outside, and now they went to a big gangster's house, and they said that whole street has cameras. So that means that people knew they were coming, or could see them come, and prepare themselves. So as they got there, my dad was waiting in the car, and so someone just came up to him, shot him a few times, and they all left him there for dead and came back home. So as I was coming from work, they took me there. So we couldn't stay long because that people was ready to come back. So whatever family members is there, they were going to finish us. So it was like a movie scene, guys. The police cars had to escort us home, and that night my boyfriend had to go work night shift, and I was so devastated, so confused. I couldn't think properly. I was like, I just wanted to go to the car, just to go see him, just to have that reassurance that it is him, because to me it still felt so surreal. And I was like, oh my God, like, why him, Lord? Like, and I thought to myself, like, if only I knew it was him, that dream was for him. If only I knew, I would have done anything in my power just to try and stop it. And my mom told me, like, after he got shot, you know what, Shannon, your dad was here now. My dad and my grandma and my grandpa, like, they feuded badly, and he came to make peace actually with him. I think a week or few weeks before he died, he came to make peace, and he apologized to everything, and that made me even cry more, because like, I was like, okay, he got to see me go to work and all that stuff, but I didn't have the time to say goodbye. So that means that was my last time, that was my last goodbye. And I made peace with it. Like, it was hard, like every day of my life I would just cry. My boss gave me, and even they didn't even ask us if we want to do anything, talk at the funeral, and they didn't even mention the fact that he had kids. Can you guys believe that? They didn't mention any of that. They just talk about what a wonderful young man he was, and how generous he was, and all those things, but they never mentioned that he had kids. And at that moment, as I was sitting in the church, I felt even more, like, I felt like, wow. So he didn't leave a legacy behind. The only thing he left behind was the cool driver he was, how nice he used to dress, and the cool cat he was, man. So I was like, okay. But they never mentioned he had an eldest daughter, he had a son, and all of those things. And I was this close to standing up, because the pastor that preached, he asked, does anyone else has anything to say? And I was this close to standing up, but I knew at that moment things that I was going to say wasn't going to be nice, and I had to think about that moment at the funeral. And it's not about me, it's about my dad. But he left 2 kids behind that he really truly loved, but he didn't have the means, and things like his qualities, like, it just went down the drain, and he felt like he wasn't a father enough for us. But whatever time he get to spend with me, because my brother's mother, she just made up her mind, like, in a sense, like, we are in contact, we have a very good relationship, so like, things between them, that's their story. So I respected that from her side, because my dad asked me once to go talk to her because he wanted to spend a day with us, and he couldn't even do that because it wasn't here anymore. And I feel terrible. I don't, words can't express how I really feel for the fact that I've lost my dad. So, yeah. Excuse my baby, he's just sitting in his car seat playing with his toys. So, and the only thing I have of him, material wise, is he made a mirror for me. I would say it's antique because he made it with his bare hands at school. He was still on high school, and my mom was pregnant with me, and the mirror was at my granny's house. So he said, that's yours, so the day when I'm not here anymore, you can come and get your mirror and take your mirror. So a few weeks after that, I went to go get my mirror, and I can't wait for the day when I move into my house and I want to hang my mirror. Guys, like, it means a lot to me. That mirror, it means a lot to me, because it's been hanging in my grandma's house since the day he made it. So I did go to his graveside a few times, and I don't go anymore. I can't talk to him. Like, it's just him. I have to acknowledge the fact that my grandpa is there as well. So I just feel like that was taken also away from me, and I miss him so dearly, guys. I really miss my dad, and my mom miss him too. She really had a hard time. She still has a hard time, because I can see whenever we talk about him, she has tears in her eyes, and things will never be the same, guys. Love your parents, adore them, appreciate them. The same with your grandparents. Love them, adore them, appreciate them, because you never know when you might lose them. So with that said, guys, I hope you like this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, comment down below whatever you guys want to see next. And if you guys would like more story time, know more about me, or see or hear about my birth experience or my pregnancy experiences, because you know everyone is different, so whatever you guys would like to hear, please comment down below. Love you guys. Mwah.